Hello, and welcome to yet again another episode of that good Chooch shit. It's time for Video Game Choo Choo, the podcast. I'm your host, John Machonsky, and with me this week we only have two guests. I'm sorry that we don't have the full roster, but, things happen. But thankfully we have some of the best. Some fine performers from Chooch past. We have Michael.
And present. I am present.
Yes, you're here today.
I am a
You'll
present.
be here tomorrow.
I'm a gift to the world.
Yes.
That's why they
Yes,
call
you
it the
are,
present.
Michael. Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are. And we have Ryan.
Yeah. Hey, I'm doing finger guns at my microphone, but since this is an audio medium, you can't hear it. Can't see it.
I believe you, Ryan.
Yep.
I believe you. That's what matters.
Yep, there we go.
Listen, we are prepared to have a fantastic show this week. I have a good feeling about it. You know,
Yeah.
last week was one of our most critically lauded episodes I have heard. You know, and Nioh himself said this was a good episode, and
the
normally
big
he just
man.
says that they're bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a good feeling. I think we're going to keep the train going.
Let's
Choo-choo.
hope so.
Chugga chugga.
All right.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Choo choo.
Let's hop right into it, shall we? Unless there's any pressing business y'all want to bring up before we get into what's been going on with y'all.
The
No,
NFL
no.
draft is starting behind me.
Oh.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
St. Louis is choosing first. Excuse me. I did it. L.A., not St. Louis. L.A. Rams are choosing first. This will date this podcast really well. People listen to this and nearly on Sunday, wait, what? The draft?
Yeah.
When was that? I thought this was recorded. Oh no!
Yeah.
We are.
You mean
we
we-
record pretty late, folks.
The
Yeah, you
NFL
mean-
draft has this weird reaction for me, like Pavlov's dog reaction, because the first time I really watched it was in the dorm in college in 2005, and
Sure.
I remember coming into my dorm, and because it is so late, the draft is in it's nearly May, but the school year ended in mid-May. So it was right before finals. So part of me sees the draft as the end of an era. Every time it's the draft's on. I have to leave soon.
Yeah. You know, that's pretty nice because I used to come into my dorm room and my roommate would have 8 people all over the goddamn place sitting on my bed and shit. So I think seeing the draft is a better thing to come into your dorm room than that, maybe.
Oh, I came into the dorm to much worse things than a draft.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
The first time I walked into my dorm room, I walked in with my dad. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize it, but the person behind me who I had held the outside door open for, was my roommate.
Sure.
Who was coming in with his mother.
Uh-huh.
And so opened the door, and I walk in, and there is my sweet mate in just nothing but a towel.
Whew.
And holding, I think he was holding a beer, and over the fire alarm was a beer bong. And there were empty bottles on what were our desks.
Holy shit.
So that's what both of our parents saw.
Great.
And thankfully, no one was like, "You shouldn't be drinking," because I wouldn't have listened anyways. So.
No, of course not.
Understandable. College days.
Yep. It's
Spelled with a D-A-Z-E.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
days,
what first
the
came
days
to
of
my
our
head.
lives.
I remember most of those nights.
I remember all of my nights sitting here, terribly, terribly awake and horribly sober, and staring at the white, featureless wall, and thinking, "My God, I'm in college, but how did it come to this?"
You applied.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll catch up to y'all soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But the NFL draft, Michael.
Let's discuss it.
Yes.
Sure.
I was gonna segue that into football as a game.
Mm-hmm.
How about video games?
Those are games too.
So, Michael,
Yeah.
would you like to talk about video games, or would you like to talk about things that are going on with you?
Nice. Thanks. That's sweet of you to ask both.
How nice.
I haven't really been up to much. Really, I bought shoes.
That's kind of exciting.
Ooh, what kind of shoes?
I bought 2 kinds of shoes.
Ooh.
Tell us more.
So I
Beyond,
my old
would
pair
you
of
say that they're beyond 2 soles?
Christ.
There's 4 of them.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know. And I didn't play into it at all. You're an asshole for making that joke.
Yep.
Yeah, my old shoes are really old. And I've had like some like back issues.
Sure.
And it finally kind of dawned on me like, oh, that could be my shoes.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a thing that could be. So
Baby
I bought
got back issues.
Yeah. Bought a new pair of Adidas. That's what I wear usually. I switch brands a lot. As a kid, I wore Reeboks, and I switched to Nikes.
These days,
Adidas.
I just wear Nikes. So
Sure, I like Nikes. In fact, not only did I get a normal pair of Adidas sneakers, I got some Nike running shoes.
nice.
For long walks or say conventions and things
Nice.
of that nature, or just if I want to have some light footwear. Or
Yeah.
Disney. I tend to go to Disney a lot, and I know that would be a better
yeah.
idea.
My shoes that I wear most of the time are like I wouldn't say special walking shoes, but they're those kind of shoes, like running shoes, because I don't ever take the bus or anything around campus. I mean, I've got a car, but I only take it if it's going to be more than like a 35-minute walk somewhere. So I just kind of walk all over everywhere, and I wear those a lot. And then the other pair of shoes I wear are like nicer Doc Martens. Like they aren't the boots, but they're like heavy leather shoes. So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
Sounds nice.
I
those are
having
like the only
new
2 pairs
shoes.
I ever wear.
New shoes are good.
They
Shoes are good.
Yeah.
I should probably buy some like nicer chill shoes because the shoes that I wear around recently are like it's kind of high end shoes, and now they're
What
getting
are
all
chill shoes?
grody. Like I don't know, like
Sneakers?
running shoes and stuff like that. Yeah,
What do
sneakers.
you wear? What high end shoe do you wear now?
Well, they're like
Penny loafers?
Look-
You strike me as a person who would wear Argyle socks and penny loafers, and I don't know why. Are you
No.
a loafer man?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I have these like I don't know what to call them because they're like just they have like a higher back
Heel?
to them.
They have a
like
higher heel.
not a heel. Like the I don't know, like the lip of the shoe where you stick your foot in, it's higher up, so it's like almost a boot but not as tall.
Oh, they're just okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like
Yeah.
old school
Yeah.
basketball
Yeah.
shoes.
Kinda, except
Yeah.
they're not like plushy like a
Plushy?
basketball shoe. Yeah, soft. They're not like pillowy like a basketball shoe.
So you just say these are like high top shoes, basically.
Yeah, high top is
Yes,
the phrase.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, I have a pair of those, and that's usually what I wear around. But
All right.
and then I have just some old sneakers that I wear to work. But I should probably invest in some nice shoes that I can just wear around instead of my nicer ones.
Hashtag nice shoes. Let's stop talking
Nice
about
shoes.
let's stop talking about shoes now.
All right, sure.
Like I started this and now I'm like losing my mind.
You're regretting it. You're
Yeah,
regretting it.
totally. I played video games.
All right, Michael. Which video games did you play recently?
I bet you can guess it. I played an open world traversal based video game. You ready for it?
Michael,
Sure.
did you play Brink again?
No, I did not play Brink. I'm still waiting for other people. I got backlash for mentioning Brink on the Twitters.
As you should have. As you should have.
Yeah, sure, I totally should have. But still, someone play Brink with me. It's like $4.
No.
It's like $5 a GameStop used. That's too much money. They'll give me like 40 cents for it if I give it to them, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I played a different traversal-based open world game. I bet you could guess it.
Was it Mirror's Edge, Catalyst?
No, it's Sunset Overdrive. What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive is free on Xbox Live Gold, and I'm very close to collecting all the hidden items, and I'm doing all the side quests. That game is pretty fun.
Yeah, it seemed
I
like
won't-
it.
Yeah, I won't talk too much about it since it's an older game, but it's a shame that game didn't sell that well. Like it's like it has that Insomniac sort of diversity of guns. It is kind of different than the Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed says, "Hey, you can run up the sides of buildings and do whatever you want. This game is like, yeah, you can grind, but only on these things, and you can bounce, but only on these things. But it gives you enough kind of mobility, and they're spread out enough, and they feel natural enough in the world that if you are good, you really don't have to stop for anything. Like, it's just a don't stop for nothing. Oh, you have to go over here? Fucking great. Just fucking go. Grind halfway there and jump on this car and shoot this explosive teddy at this alien-looking thing that drank this energy drink. I don't know. And it's, it's whimsical. It's irreverent. It's ever since that, like, AA mid-tier went away, we don't really have that kind of hang loose, bro. Ever since the 90s went away, we don't have that hang loose, bro kind of thing anymore. So, and I did want to ask a question about this, and I wanted to aim it at John, and I wanted to aim it at his taste buds. John, you have tried the Sunset Overdrive energy drink. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
Tell me how good that taste did.
Not good at all. I mean,
really?
It was
this promotional thing they made?
If I remember correctly, the drink that I had was a year old at the time.
Great. Aged.
Yeah,
I believe they call that well-aged, fermented.
Yeah, because they announced Sunset Overdrive in 2014, and we recorded that video in 2015.
Right.
So that was definitely a year-old energy drink. I mean, it wasn't bad per se. If I remember correctly, it said on the bottom that it was good until sometime this year.
Mm-hmm.
But
did it just taste like an energy drink, like chemicals and citrus?
I mean, it tasted like sugar water with a lot of sugar. Like, it was carbonated sugar water. That's all it was. That
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It didn't taste like citrus at all, Like, I have had tasty energy drink type drinks, like, and I have had energy drink type drinks that at least have a taste to them, but there was nothing but just sugar and carbonation in that beverage. It wasn't good.
I mean, I feel like with a name like Sunset Overdrive, it'd be like maybe orange flavor. Like, I would imagine it to taste something like orange Sunkist. But
that's what it looks like. It's like an orange liquid thing in the game, so it looks like it would taste like whatever orange tastes like. I don't know, the sun.
Yeah,
drop a golden sun.
Yeah,
I've also been playing another traversal game called Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
There we go.
The closed
This is
beta.
what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We played a little bit for a vidya.
Yep.
That is up on Chooch right now. You can go to our website, and you'll find it under video.
And if you look under the editorial section, Nioh wrote a little impressions piece about it. And his opinions are pretty. He's been waiting with bated breath.
Yes.
For the Mirror's Edge Catalyst, anything really. Like, that dude is very, very excited for that game, and But Michael, how do you feel about it?
I enjoyed it. I think I played maybe an hour of the first Mirror's Edge years ago and borrowed it from someone, so that's my knowledge of it. I enjoyed it. A lot of it felt pretty smooth. I finally got to the open world part. Like, I played past where we recorded and played a little bit of the open world, and it's it seems like an open world game. There are main quests to do, and then there are side quests to do, and there are collectibles along the way, and you unlock abilities. It looks terrific though, and for it being a beta, like, I assume the graphics won't change desperately, but
sure,
geez, that game just looks pretty. Game is pretty to look at. I don't think I'm very good at it. Again, I've only played it, I guess, Mirror's Edge games now for like 2.5 hours total. So, but I hope that game does real well, because that game is really pretty, and I hope they're able to fill it out. Because I could see how that gets open world stale really quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where here's a bunch of icons and, I don't know, side activity. Like, I don't want that, and some of that certainly seemed to be in there. Where here, start from here, go to here. If you make it under this time, it's bronze. This time's silver. This time's gold. That stuff's in there, and those kinds of side activities, you do like 2 or 3 of them, and then I'm done.
Sure.
I don't go back and try to gold them, and I don't unlock abilities and like, I can make this one even quicker. I don't want to do that. So I hope there's more to that. less of that, more interesting stuff in that game. But from what I played, I was intrigued. I you know, I'm gonna wait till Nioh reviews it and then decide to go get it or not. But for now, it just seems like fans should be happy with that. I hope.
Sure.
And that's about it. Those are the only games I've been playing. Enter the Gungeon some more, Factorio some more, a little bit of Melty Blood. That's about it. Some Civ 5, because I can't stop, won't stop, ever stop. That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Ryan.
Hey, John.
What's been going on with you lately?
Well, here's the thing, John. Not a whole lot's been going on with me lately. So, instead of talking about my sad, depressing life on this podcast, I'd like to take my time and sort of try to rustle up some discussion topics between the three of us. So here's my thing for this week. So I'm still playing Dark Souls 3, obviously,
Right.
and I'm not going to go into too big of a detail about that because we've talked about it for like 2 or 3 weeks on this podcast already, and there really isn't much else I can say. But I did get to a boss fight in that game today that I kind of like really prepared myself for. I was like, okay, like this is the end of this area, like gotta get hyped up for this boss fight, like yeah, like alright, I'm ready, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so challenging because it's Dark Souls, and I went in there and I beat it in like a minute and a half without taking a single hit. And so it was weird because I got to that, and you know, you get this, and there's almost like this anticlimax to that. Like you prepare yourself for this big epic boss fight, and the boss itself is, you know, pretty large and intimidating, but it doesn't take that long or that much effort to beat. So the question I want to pose to y'all two is, have you ever had an experience like that playing a game where you hype yourself up for like an ending of a game or like a boss fight or something like that, and it just turns out not being as challenging as you had expected, like sort of an anticlimax?
I haven't had it where it wasn't as challenging.
Sure.
The first thing that pops into my head is Dying Light.
Okay.
Where the last boss, I don't even remember the story of that game, but if you really care about Dying Light, spoilers, skip ahead a minute. But the last boss is at the very tippy top of this tower that's under construction.
Sure.
So you have to, like, God, if I remember correctly, you had to, like, outrun all these zombies in this very specific section of, like, running and parkouring. Then you had to first-person platform up this building, and then the last boss was up top, and I think, yes, he's a QuickTime event. So, this lengthy game that's 40 hours, and you do this epic, overtly difficult, kind of shitty parkour/platforming section.
Sure.
And it turns out that was technically the boss fight, and then here you do a QuickTime event /cutscene, and you're done. But like that was just sort of like me sitting there staring at the credits, like, really?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, John?
Well, okay, this is kind of a weird one.
Sure.
But, it makes sense, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I kind of bring up the same games a lot.
Sure.
Because, you know, I don't actually play video games, I just talk about them.
No, none of us do.
But, when I was a kid, and I played Spyro all the time.
Sure.
I got all the way up to the end, but I could never beat Nasty Nork.
Okay.
Never did when I was a kid. So now I remember a couple years ago when I finally came back to Spyro. I mean, you know, that game's like a kid's game, so I didn't have too much trouble with it, but I just remember being like, alright, there's got to be something a little obtuse about Nasty that gave me some shit. Because, like, not to toot my own horn too much, but I was a smart kid, you know? Like,
yeah,
I could handle things. I beat games when I was a kid.
Sure.
But I beat them in, like, a minute and a half. Like, I don't know what the problem was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stuff like that.
I don't know. It's really interesting to me to see people's experiences with that kind of thing, because I played that earlier today, and I was kind of like, was that it? was that the whole thing? I was expecting like a. And I mean, I'll just say which boss it is. It's for those of you who have played Dark Souls 3. It's the big skeleton man at the end of the catacombs, and I was like, all right, so. Big skeletons, that's a big part of the first Dark Souls. Like, I better, like, buckle down for this, and I beat it, and I was like, expecting, like, a second phase, or, like, some sort of twist or something, but it's like, nope, that's it. Here's, like, the next area of this game. And I was like, okay. And, I don't know, I think it's interesting to see, not just with the kind of, like, a accidental anticlimax in video games, but just how games sort of handle boss fights in general, and, I don't really know if there's a conversation to be spun out of this, but that's just kind of what I was thinking about. I wanted to know if y'all had any experiences like that, and it definitely sounds like you do. Another thing that I will say that I've been working on this last week is I have been working on editing something that will change the face of Chooch content for all time. I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil what it is. I want it to be a surprise to our dear fans out there. But let's just say it's going to be good. I am not directly involved in what it is, aside from just putting it all together. But let me just say that this is content of the highest order that we'll have out at some point in the future. I can't say for sure when this will start rolling out for y'all, but keep your ears, eyes, and content antenna peeled, because Mike and Nioh are going to be coming at you hard and fast with some quality within the next month or so, I think. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
Good.
But
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
I am very excited.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
pretty much all that's been going on with me. Michael and I were kind of talking about Doom a little bit before the podcast, and
that comes out soon.
Yeah, it does. It comes out in like 15 days or so, and I was kind of talking about it to Michael, and I didn't want to say it all before the podcast, but Michael, you said that you had played some of the first two Doom games, but you never played the third one?
No, because like that was about the time when being in computer games had divorced, and I was focused on like console stuff.
Sure, absolutely.
That was the time when when you're a kid, you can't get everything and focus on everything. So
no,
and you can't even be aware of everything. So when I was real young, I did computer games, and then games were console games after that. Like I never really cognitively thought of like games can also be played on a PC. Like I never really made that division. So yeah, I
had that same kind of experience.
Yeah, so I played Doom 1 when I was a kid, and then eventually revisited it at Doom 2. But yeah, Doom 3 is just I don't know what that game is. I know flashlights are controversial.
Yeah,
that's about it. Monster closets.
I never finished playing Doom 3 either, but I kind of like you when you said you were a kid. I actually, and this is always weird for me to say, I like grew up around the first two Doom games. Like, weirdly enough, those are like my first exposure to like actual video games that weren't like Pokemon and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's your like everyone has that tipping point of I like video games to like, yo dog, have you seen these pentagrams?
Yeah. Like, and I was exposed to it because my dad played it on our, like, old 90s PC or whatever the hell. And so that's kind of how I saw it. And he'd, like, when my mom was around, he'd be like, hey, you want to see Doom? And I'm like, hell yeah. Except I didn't say hell yeah because I was, like, a child. But, the sentiment was there. But, I don't know.
You're like, hail Satan, Dad.
Yeah. It's weird to say that I have, like, fond childhood memories of Doom, but I absolutely do, and so that's why I'm excited for this new one to come out, I guess. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to.
Did you play the multiplayer beta at all?
I did not. I missed it because I was busy. I've been busy these last 2 weeks, and that's why I don't have anything to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, I was surprised to see how like controversial the multiplayer beta was.
Sure.
Mainly because I don't remember. Like I played a lot of Quake, but I think I played a lot more Unreal online. So, yeah. But yeah, it was that multiplayer specifically was made by a spin-off of a old Halo team. So they used to make Halo, and then they spun off, and now they make multiplayer shooter, just the multiplayer section of shooters. So some people were saying like, it takes multiple missiles to kill someone, and even if you get a direct hit. So there's a lot of little kind of. It's always weird to see games get killed by 1,000 cuts. Mm-hmm. When it's like when you start explaining those, like reading up on those 1,000 cuts and those complaints, and you're like, that's small, and then you look back and you're like, oh no, there's like 10 of those complaints. Like those are legit issues now.
Yeah.
So that's what that game seems to be suffering from. But I guess the single player is all id.
That's good.
It'll be interesting.
That's good.
Yeah, to see what that turns into. How many John Carmack's of head? Was it John Carmack's head?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I think it was John Carmack's head.
Yeah.
Somebody's head.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about John Carmack's fucking hair. How is it that, like, how is he this age and still has that hair? Like, how?
Years of practice.
I don't know what to tell you. But no, that's kind of all I wanted to cover in, like, my time this week, since I really don't have a whole lot else to say. So,
you want to cover John Carmack's hair?
No, I don't. But thank you for the offer.
Do you think
good use of time, though?
Do you think if he when it's cold, do you think he like puts a beanie on it?
I don't know.
Do you
I think he might just like wrap himself up with it.
Yeah,
like cousin it. Like suddenly he just like flips it around. And he's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Questions?
No, me, John.
No,
time.
I'm saying like those are questions I have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to questions. Jeez, calm down.
Jeez, what the heck is going on?
Let's skip John. Right. Let's just skip John. Let's go to questions. Skip news.
I have games to talk about.
Let's skip news. Skip the news. Go straight to questions.
No news happened. No John happened.
No.
Questions.
No. I happened. I'm here.
Hi, John. You happened. You're here. What's up?
Hi, yes. Mm-hmm. So I actually
Did you play any games?
I played some different games this week.
Let the boy talk.
Yeah, some stuff that I haven't talked about previously. This isn't me just going to be going, oh, I play The Witcher, even though that is still true. I definitely did that.
Oh, so Valkyria Chronicles? How's that?
No. Oh. Shut up. I played some other stuff.
Oh, Melty
For example, I did play a little bit of that, yes. But let me move on. For fuck's sake. So, first off, I will just briefly mention that I played the Vita version of Skullgirls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you and most everyone should know that I love Skullgirls a lot. That is my. I am the stan for Skullgirls.
You are a fan.
I will always root for that game. Yeah, I will always root for that game and for Lab Zero.
Mm-hmm.
But their Vita port, I don't know if I could recommend it. It's not a bad port per se. Like it plays perfectly fine when you're in the match. It's fine. But everything is so small. It's so tiny. It's on a handheld.
A port for ants?
Yeah, it's a port for ants, yeah. You're not wrong. It's almost impossible to read anything in the menu.
Sure.
The character select screen is so tiny. Like, I can only choose the characters because I knew them already. Like, I've played it on every other possible console. It's so small.
Is it like those old Game Boy or GBA ports where they would have to change the sprites? And it's like, I know this is so-and-so because they're red. Is it like that?
No, here's the thing. I don't think they changed anything. And I think that's kind of part of the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a PC game on a television kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like instead of actually putting in the effort to make a port with like new like streamlined menus and updated, or like not updated content, but like changed content for the Vita, like for ease of access, it sounds like they just took the PC version of Skullgirls and like scaled it down to like 5x5 inches or whatever the fuck the Vita screen is like.
Now, to be fair, like I said, it looks perfectly fine once you're in a match, because the sprites are still big enough that it's perfectly visible. Everything, all the health, the meter, everything is fine. It's just the menus and the icons and a lot of the stuff that's a little small. Normally, it becomes nigh unreadable.
Yeah,
and
minuscule.
It's like, the thing is that I can't really complain because if you buy the PS4 version, you get the Vita version for free.
Sure.
So, you know, I recommend that game. I recommend the PS4 version. It's fine, but, you know, it seems like that was something that they were just kind of obligated to put out.
Yeah.
And
it was probably time versus like, hey, you could also do the Vita version. It just needs to be done in 24 hours, go.
I mean, it definitely took them longer than that. They actually did
I know,
something
that was called
interesting.
sarcasm.
Well, yeah, of course.
It was sarcasm.
I know. I'm
sarcasm.
being a fucker.
It's dry humor. I'm a very dry humorist.
Well, no, I just meant to say that it wasn't just like a copy and paste scenario, because they actually did some work to make it viable on PSTV.
All right.
I think it's one of the only games
Something has to work on that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like I think it's one of the only games that has like local multiplayer on PSTV. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
For all those people who own PSTVs.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I almost owned a PSTV once upon a time, but I didn't.
I did think about it when it was like $40 or $30 on sale.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe, and then I was like, oh, then I also have to buy Vita games and a memory card.
And I just bought Persona on PS2, and that was that.
Yep, I have Persona on PS2, and I thought, nope, I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
yeah.
What else did you
But
play,
no,
John?
So other than that, I played beta.
Oh,
I
it's just like
played-
me.
Yeah, I did,
Was it
but I
Mirror's
played a
Edge?
different one. No, I
Oh.
did not. I played the Nioh demo.
Oh, that was another one I wanted to
The
get at.
PlayStation Neo?
No, not that one.
Did you just watch The
game-
Matrix?
No, not that. It's a samurai game. The samurai one.
Don't talk about
The
the
one-
Matrix when I'm on the podcast.
The one they showed off. Didn't they show that off for the first time last E3?
I think so.
Or was
No,
that
well,
sooner?
I mean, they originally announced that game in 2004.
I
Jesus.
remember
But-
not seeing it until near like the. I seem to remember seeing it for the first time after E3 last year.
Was it at that? It might have been at that PlayStation event
I think
that
it
they
was
always
at TGS.
have, or TGS. Yeah, who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
I know what you're talking about. It's that sort of feudal Japan. It kind of reminded me, or looked like some of the recent, or not recent, but some of the original like 360 Ninja Gaiden games, like that sort of.
Sure.
It looked like real like closed-in areas, and there were just dudes would come in, and everyone looked vaguely ninja / samurai / Japanese.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
So, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm just gonna go off the cuff here.
Sure.
The game is bad. It's not good, y'all.
What kind of? Or let's start at the beginning. What kind of
Alright,
game is it?
okay. Let me
it's
hit
a
you with
samurai
this.
game.
It is a samurai game
Mm-hmm.
that is trying very hard to be a Souls game.
Great,
Yeah,
fantastic.
there are just it takes what Souls games do, but makes them very bad. It makes them it takes things from other games and doesn't implement them properly.
So
Yeah.
we're talking like animation priority, stamina bar, that kind of stuff.
Yes, stuff like that. But the way that they use that is horrendous. Like, let me just start from the beginning. You pick up weapons off of enemies randomly, and there's weapon degradation. Instead of how in Souls games you just buy your weapons and you use them and you learn them and you get good with those abilities.
There actually is weapons degradation in those games. So,
Yeah, Dark Souls 2
not-
had it.
yeah.
I mean, not in the way that this does. Like, in a sense that, like, you can just get a sword and then never fix it. You know? There's a stamina meter, and you know how in Souls, when your stamina runs out, you just can't roll and can't attack for a brief moment?
Yeah, and then the bar refills.
In Nioh, when you run out of stamina, you stand there.
You can't move,
Can't move.
at all.
No.
Like you can't run.
No, you stand there and your guy goes for like 3 seconds.
He needs
Oh
to do
my
some
can't do
God.
anything.
cardio. Holy shit!
Oh,
He needs to hit the treadmill.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
motherfucker dies in 2 hits. So
Great.
yeah,
Is
It
there
sound-
anything good about that game?
There's some ideas. There's like different stances that you can take by pressing R1 to make it so like, oh, this stance is for just hitting someone upside the head, and this is like without any defense. This is the more defensive stance.
Okay.
Like you can do that with any weapon. So you can attack different enemies based on like a certain play style, which is a neat concept. But just the trappings of this game, and like. I don't know, when as I was trying this demo out, I was just like, this game is like people keep saying, oh, Dark Souls is like, someone at Koei Tecmo said Dark Souls is too easy, and they are just assholes. Like, whoever said that is a motherfucker, and people are gonna be defending this game and saying, oh, you just need to get good, and it's like, no, like, here's the thing, Dark Souls, those Souls games are about learning a mechanic and progressing through an area by banging your head against it until you learn.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
It's a lot of it's like trial and error, basically.
It's trial and error, and they give you the tools to get through any obstacle, basically.
Well, they bake the difficulty into the design well enough so that the difficulty's there, but once when it rewards you by teaching you things.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you learn that stuff, like I recently went back and played Dark Souls 1 just a bit, and like the first areas that I just remember giving me so much trouble, I just traipsed through. Like, you're dead. You're dead. Oh, I have almost no health. Whatever, heal. Like, this guy takes forever. He's not going to reach you. Like, I just knew things.
Yeah.
Do you think that like that was the problem with Nioh? That maybe if you went back and banged your head on that first area, that it would be a little easier? Or do you think it's just being a fucker because that's what it thinks Souls games are?
It's a little bit of both, honestly, because I started to progress through the demo, obviously, but I just hit a point where I was just like, I when I lose, I'm not feeling like it's my fault, because once I got to, because I played a good chunk of the original Dark Souls, and I got to a point where I was just like, okay, I know this guy's going to be here, this is going to be here, I can handle myself through this area, but I would run through a similar section in Nioh that I've been through before, and it would be completely different just because the guy would decide to do some sort of ninja power that I didn't know about previously, and I was just like, well, fuck.
Do you think maybe Nioh, and I'm not like trying to say you're wrong, because I've seen plenty of people talk about it now, especially like Scott mentioned it a bit, and I think someone else did, how they weren't really having a great time with it. Do you think maybe that was a later part of the game?
It felt like the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we've all expressed, or at least you and I did express it, like the wish that maybe, or the fear that Dark Souls was going to start appearing in clones everywhere, and we can't stop this terrible future. Because, there's a reason that only From Software's games do really well with that formula. They're the only ones got at it. Please stop, oh god.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I have not played it, but I have heard that Salt and Sanctuary gets it.
Sure, but
you kind of have to get it. It's like, you have to be like, I understand that Dark Souls isn't just difficulty, it's about a progression, it's about teaching mechanics, it's about allowing a player to learn.
It's a marriage of like design and development in a unique way that I don't we've seen before, but wasn't really popularized until Demons and Dark Souls. So that sucks about Nioh. Like, I was interested in that.
Cool. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it. I was honestly looking forward to it.
I was kind of hoping.
It's not fun.
Who is making that?
It's a Koei Tecmo game, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to come out this year?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
I think it's. I want to say it's later this year release. We'll see. I guess we could ignore it anyways.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a real bummer.
Did you play anything else?
Trying to remember.
Did you play any more Vigi games?
Trying to remember.
Any more Melty Blood?
No, that's about it. Yeah, I said that I played a little bit of Melty Blood, so
How far?
That's still good.
Did you get any? I know I asked you the other day. You're in Skellig.
Skellig.
Did you get any farther?
I started to do. I mean, who cares about spoilers? That game's kind of old. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not spoiling anything.
Don't spoil anything like super major for me because I'm still.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna say, but I'm just gonna say like a mission that I'm on. I'm chasing after that frost giant right now.
Okay. I think I remember that. It's been a while.
I mean, I went straight for that mission because I was just like, oh, hell yeah.
That's
go
not
fight a frost giant.
That's not a main mission, right? That's a side mission? Oh, I remember that. Okay. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, you're about... You're, I don't remember Skellig being very, very long, but I didn't do everything there, so. You still got a ways to go.
I sure do. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll be done with The Witcher by the time next year comes, you know?
Maybe. If you mainlined it, I think you would have 15 to 20 hours left.
All right. Well, I'm not going to mainline it, so I got a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to news if y'all are ready.
Sure.
I'm always ready.
All right. Ryan, how about we start? Ryan, how about we start with you for news?
Yeah, speaking of that company From Software and all that, the president, Hidetaka Miyazaki, was interviewed by the Chinese news outlet GNN Gamer. Someone on NeoGaf translated it, and there was a lot of plans about From Software, mainly that they had already started a new IP. Miyazaki stated that to him personally Dark Souls was over, which isn't really too surprising after this third game because kind of like we talked about last week, it'd be hard for them to, in my opinion at least, continue this series like still reusing this formula they've used so many times. And but anyway, he says that he wants to move the company in a different direction. It wasn't really clear, but there won't be plans for sequels, spin-offs, or tie-ins, so there probably won't be a second Bloodborne or anything. He did say, though, that another Souls game wouldn't be totally out of the question because I think it says here in this article that he said something like if 5 years down the line someone else from Software wanted to do a new Souls game, he would consider allowing someone else to work on it. In terms of those games, though, he did say that there are 3 upcoming DLCs for Dark Souls 3, which is kind of neat. I think all the other Souls games only had like 1 expansion each, or maybe 2 had multiple expansions, and then it was just released as a single one later. I'm not really sure, but the point is,
I think Bloodborne had 2 pieces of DLC, didn't it?
I know it had the old Hunters.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Dark Souls 3 is gonna. Hopefully, multiple DLC means more influence or influx of money, which means a longer, more financially rich development time for whatever the new thing is.
Yeah. He said that they probably won't be doing like a Demon's Souls remaster or anything like that, and that he also said that he would like to do another Armored Core game. So we may see a new Armored Core game coming out at some point, which is interesting.
I'm really glad. I was really happy to see that news just because, like, I like Dark Souls, but I never like seeing companies, go back to the well too many times. Because
to hang their hat on this one series.
Yeah, I mean, Square Enix.
Yeah.
Like, they are Final Fantasy, and that's essentially it. And that's great for people who like Final Fantasy, but... ask anyone above a certain age, and they're just like, oh, I was done with Final Fantasy at number 9. I was done with it at number 10. I was done at 7. Like, and now we're at 15. Like, it's gotten to the point where you just get sick of it, and even people who are hardcore fans slowly drop like flies. So I'm glad that they're willing to just say, like, no, maybe in 5 years I will go back to Dark Souls. Like, I am good. Yeah. You shouldn't. Like, if people ask for like new ones, go point at like all 5 of the old. Like, I made that game many times. Go away now. Like, I like companies that are able to do that, and you don't always have to like shut out your old fans or shut off your old way of doing things, but like plenty of companies are able to move forward, change things. Focus on what made them good, but also do other stuff. And I hope From is able to do that.
As a fan of those games, I completely understand it, and I'm glad that they're going on to more different things because I do think From Software is just a pretty good company in general.
Yeah,
they made what was that one game they made called like Wolf Alpha or something where you played as like the president and you were in like a mech.
Metal Wolf Chaos.
That's the one. God, what a title! I want them to release that over here because that never got an American release. Even though the whole thing's like in English though. But anyway, like as a fan of those games, I'm glad they're kind of treading into newer territory and. I would like to see maybe like a remaster of Demon's Souls or the first Dark Souls for current gen consoles, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Like those games are out. I have the consoles to play them on, so it's
it's like people who want remakes of stuff like that. Like I understand why, but. Again, you're just asking these companies to go back and retread their same stuff, and it's like that's not what you actually want. Like you want them to try new things. Yeah. Look at Platinum. Like Platinum is trying new stuff all the time, and some of it is Star Fox, and some of it's good. So, like you want them to experiment. You want them
totally.
Especially Japanese companies. Like 10 years ago, who would have thought there would have been Japanese development this good? And this rich as Platinum and From,
and I mean,
Atlas.
Yeah, and I'm gonna miss seeing like the new lore and character designs and all that kind of thing. But that's secondary because first of all, like you said, there's like 5 of these games, and I can always just go back to them. And then second of all, like I want to see what From Software does now that they've got these games sort of under their belt and they're more popular than I think they'd ever been. So I'll be interested to see what the new IP they're coming up with is. I'd like to see them kind of go back to like that sort of Metal Wolf Chaos, like Armored Core kind of like crazy science fiction kind of thing now that they've entrenched themselves so firmly in like the fantasy realm.
Yeah, so I would love to see a mech game with that kind of attention to design and movement and animation. That would be
that would be incredible.
That would actually make a lot of sense in a mech. Like I hit this button and now the mech is doing what it does. Like because it's a robot. That would be really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with all that. They haven't announced any specific details or given any hints as to what that could be. So I guess time will tell.
Yeah, maybe this time next year or a little bit from next year they will announce something at E3. That seems about a good dev time. They've already started pre-production, then get some production under maybe next year.
I mean, if they can release, Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 within a year of each other, even though I know those games are being developed at the same time, I think they can
have multiple. Whoever's doing Dark Souls is doing Dark Souls, and so I would assume the Bloodborne team is on the new thing.
Yeah.
So, which is good. That's a good team.
Yeah,
it is. It's a good game.
So, Michael.
So, John.
What news do you have to share with our audience tonight?
The other night, I stayed up till 3 a.m. to read a PDF from Nintendo.
All right. Are you ready to share what was on that PDF?
Yeah, I was. I actually... we had this news quicker than pretty much anyone but, Wario 64.
Wow.
And the only reason he beat us is because I couldn't tweet it. I had to write it. So... So Nintendo had an earnings report, and it's going over their last fiscal year. It ended in March, and usually these earning reports are pretty bland. Sometimes you can irk something out of... I think I'm misusing that word. Something out of Nintendo stuff.
Eke something out.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Irk is like when something bothers you. That irk.
Yeah, it irks you. Yeah.
Usually you can get something out of these. I think in the past we've seen games get delayed or properly dated, 2016 or summer 2016.
There's been a couple small announcements here and there, but nothing major.
Yeah, nothing huge. Usually game game titles or game release windows. Nothing big until now. So we kind of knew going into this that something would be announced. I saw some tweets. I wish I had it up right now. Actually, I can probably bring it up really quickly and give him some credit. I saw some tweets essentially saying that it would be bigger than normal news, focused on maybe on mobile. It was from Dr. Serkin Toto. He's the CEO of a consultancy over in Japan.
Sure.
So that was a pretty good get to know that stuff was coming. And boy, was he right. So the PDFs go up. There's multiple ones. The biggest news, I won't wait any longer. If you hit Control F and hit NX, it came up 4 times. Those are tips for you kids getting into the industry. Came up 4 times, and the first time it dated the release.
Yep.
March.
We know when it's coming.
2017. Next year, March 2017, the very end of the fiscal year for Nintendo is when the NX will be coming. They also later down called it a brand new concept.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I bet they don't know what it means. I bet somebody in marketing said, "Hey, how about you insert this title?" There was a lot of like little news that came out of this, but the NX coming out in March 2017 is the big part that kind of flies in the face of some rumors that kind of hinted towards 2016. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are doomsaying of this release date, but I'll wrap up everything else before we go into that. Other little things, Zelda was slated for 2017 in these PDFs. Originally, we also thought Zelda would come out this year. It is confirmed that Zelda is coming out for NX and Wii U. So it would make sense that if the Wii U comes out in March of 2017, that Zelda would also come out March of NX. Sorry, what did I say? Wii?
You said Wii U.
Yeah.
Okay. So the NX is coming out in March of 2017, so it makes sense that Zelda would also come out then. It just said 2017, but I'm going to guess that it's day and date launch title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other little things, Nintendo said that E3 will mainly focus only on Zelda. There will be no NX at E3.
Well, they said that Zelda will be the only game that they have playable on the show floor. They will probably announce other stuff, but Zelda will be the only playable thing.
Seems crazy.
Yeah.
Because, let me get to that. So yeah, E3 will mainly focus on Zelda. I would assume Sun and Moon would be there, because that comes out this year. I would imagine that would be playable.
They don't show off Pokemon games at E3. They never have.
What about... I looked up, and I actually have the calendar here to make sure I got everything. There are only... Let me make sure. There are only... I wrote down 3 titles coming to the Wii U for the remainder of this year. Three first-party titles.
Nintendo
and I know they said that earlier today, they said that they haven't announced everything.
Yeah,
there's
not going to be a lot.
Yeah. Rumors are going around that not everything, but anything that can't be hammered down would be moved to the NX. I'm looking at the calendar right now. I'm going to scroll through Mario and Sonic at Rio 2016 Olympic Games, June. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, June. Mm-hmm. Keep scrolling here. Keep scrolling. Ukulele slated for October. There's that Paper Mario game that doesn't have a release date.
Oh.
And then I can't find any more, so I'm gonna actually Control F Wii U Hyper Light Drifter.
Okay.
That already come out. That may have already come out for it. I think that's it. Hold on, still going. Yeah, that's it. So 3 full first party, and I guess those aren't even all full first party games.
Yeah, 2 of those aren't first party.
Yeah,
so we have like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, Paper Mario. That's it.
Great way to send out your console with a shitty Paper Mario game.
Yeah, there's a lot of little other stuff. Nintendo's CEO said that the NX won't simply replace the 3DS and Wii U. I kind of take that as like a handshake to the Wii U of like, it can't just replace that thing right before they shove it out the door. Wii U production. Let me go through the rest of these.
Sorry.
Wii U production had thought to have ended. The CEO came out and said that it probably could end as early as March of 2018. I bet it ends sooner than that. I bet it ends right after the NX launches. I can't imagine they have... or maybe they're just slowing down it. I don't know. Revenue has declined. Wii U sales, of course, declined. There's a Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing game or apps coming to mobile soon. And then they went over things like their top 10 titles, stuff that you might imagine. So that was just some of the many many details that have come out, and there are still rumors that are flying. Supposedly, Retro is still working on an NX game that isn't Metroid, isn't Donkey Kong, and isn't Diddy Kong Racing. So I don't know what that is. There are rumors flying everywhere. Yeah. So NX.
Some little things. The mobile apps that you brought up. They said that the Fire Emblem game is going to be in air quotes, like as close to a full-fledged game as they could on the phone.
Right, and they also said that that's now a major franchise for them, which is the best marketing spin I've ever heard. Like, what do you mean? It's not a major franchise because you say it is. It's a major franchise because it sells. How capitalism works.
Yeah, because they were going to cancel, like, they were going to stop making Fire Emblem games, and then they made Awakening as, like, a goodbye to the series, but then it sold so well they had to keep going, But the interesting thing was they said that the Animal Crossing app is going to be a companion app to a future Animal Crossing game.
I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, so that means they either confirm a Wii U or an NX Animal Crossing game for the future.
I'm going to say
but
NX.
Probably NX. Yeah, probably NX.
Wii U's Animal Crossing was the Amiibo party thing.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
All the rumors seem to be pointing NX stuff. I remember hearing a rumor that there would be an Animal Crossing on Wii U. I'm going to bet dollars to donuts that was moved to the NX as soon as they said, hey, let's make an NX.
I'm sure it was.
A lot of people are kind of doomsaying Nintendo now.
People have been doomsaying Nintendo since the beginning of time.
They've been doomsaying Nintendo since the GameCube. Mini discs? What the fuck?
I remember someone dug up an article that was doomsaying Nintendo when the NES came out because they were like, this controller is awful, Nintendo is doomed. Like, straight up, like, there was an article that said that.
Because it wasn't a joystick, they went to a D-pad,
from the beginning.
So, I'm curious what you guys think as, like, just, like, flash in the pan, like, NX March 2017, Zelda 2017, supposedly, day and date with launch, shit Wii U. A decent 3DS lineup, especially with Pokemon this September. Like, what do you think? No NX at E3. E3 is going to be Zelda-centric, which means we really will only have to visit that booth once. So,
yeah.
Like, what do you guys
pop
think?
in, pop
like,
out.
Does this make you excited for March? Does this make you kind of look at Nintendo and go, what are you doing? Does this make you go, like, oh, what do you guys think about that?
I'm a little excited just because I want to see what the fuck the NX actually is. Like, I wouldn't say I've lost sleep over it, but there have been nights when I stare at my ceiling and I'm like, when is the NX? What is the NX? What's the NX? And I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't come up with anything. And so while I'm not going to buy it, because I haven't bought a Nintendo console in quite some time, I just gotta know. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, but I'm just very, very, very curious about it. And I am kind of wanting to see what this Animal Crossing app thing is, too, because, say what you will, Miitomo is probably a massive success for them, because I seem to remember they said it had, like, 1 million users, like 10 million users or something like that. Like some big number like that, so I don't know. And it's hard for me to say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm interested. My curiosity has been stoked. Yeah.
And John, what do you think?
Well, I of course am Mr. Nintendo, so I have the final say.
Yep, fighting game expert, Mr. Nintendo, Mirror's Edge expert, many things, many hats.
Yes, those are all of my titles.
Mr. Platinum.
Yeah, Mr. Platinum, Mr. Nintendo, fighting game expert, John Machonsky.
Yep, no one else can know anything about it.
Absolutely not. You're all banned. No, but really, I can't really say what's gonna work and what won't until the NX is revealed, because it's impossible to say right now. Like,
sure, and a lot of Nintendo stuff is like, people loved the GameCube when it was first released, but no one bought it, and then people hated the Wii when it was first released and shown off, and everyone bought it, and then everyone was confused by the Wii U, and no one bought it.
I will say, people seem to be really, like, hungry for the NX. And that's something, like when the Wii U launched, I remember people being very unfazed by it. I mean,
it was very confusing. They launched
for good reason, you know? Like,
Yeah.
That console is, I wouldn't call it a complete travesty, but, you know, it's a bit confusing looking at it. But
I think their messaging with it was very confusing. I think that console is really good.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, really weird to see people, as you said, like hungry, and then sitting on my shelf is, you know, a thing that plays like fucking Mario Maker, like you know, a really good Donkey
Mario
Kong,
Maker,
a really good Donkey Kong, a really good Mario Kart, the best Smash probably.
A great Pikmin game.
Yeah, like you run down the list of like what are you guys fucking waiting for? What do you want? Some of the best Zeldas have been remade and are in HD on that thing, and they're cheaper than $60. What the fuck are you waiting for,
Just
Nintendo
because
fan?
It doesn't have a Metroid on it.
And no, there's a reason they stopped making them, because Prime 2 didn't sell that well. Like, I don't know. That was the weirdest thing, staying up till 3 a.m. and seeing people on Twitter, like legit fans, like excited to read like a fucking investor's PDF.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, like, no one would do this for Microsoft except for people like us. So, or Sony even. Like, so who are these people? Like, why didn't they buy a Wii U? Why didn't they, like, because, and the people who own Wii U's buy pretty much everything Nintendo for it. Like, you go through those top 10 sales figures, and it's like 12 million units. And there's only 20 million Wii U's. That's a high buy rate.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. You know, if you're the Mario Maker team, if you're any of those people, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah. So I don't know what these people want.
It's a little weird.
And it's why when you guys say, like, I don't know what I want out of the NX or what the NX is, I think it's stuff like that of like, yeah, I don't know what fucking fans want. I don't know how you make the next console or what you do with it, because fans didn't want a Wii, and that sold 100 million units.
Yeah.
That sold as many units as a PS2. Like, you know, nobody wanted the GameCube, but some of the quirkiest, weirdest titles, both first and third party, are in the GameCube.
Yeah, like I love the GameCube, but that's because I'm a fucking weird game nerd. Like, you know, and I feel like
that thing's a weird thing.
I feel like the people that are really thirsty for this new console are the kind of people that like the GameCube and that are going to look back on the Wii U and be like, "Oh shit, this was an incredible console."
I think the people who are thirsty for a new console are older people who love Nintendo, who don't want to buy things that look like the Wii U or the Wii because they look like something kids would play. I think it is 20-somethings with money who they want to play Smash and a real cool-looking Zelda. I think they're people who would have loved the Xbox in Mountain Dew in 2000. Like, and I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but I'm saying, like, Nintendo fans who grew up with the N64 are matured.
Yeah.
And they don't want the happy-go-lucky, you know, Mario game. And kids these days, maybe they want that, but they also have Minecraft. They also have, like, their own versions of that. Whereas, like, mid-2000s or early 2000s, you didn't really have that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, everything went mature. Like, God of War was not, you know, like, yeah, Mom, look at me fuck these Afro titties. Like, that's not going to work for an 11-year-old. Mario did. So I think it's this weird spot that Nintendo's in where, you know, GameCube sucked from sales numbers.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Wii did astronomically, like, better than anyone could expect. And then, you know, the Wii is bookmarked by their two worst selling consoles.
Yeah.
That's hard to get over.
Yeah.
So I think the NX is whatever it is, unless it's like another poorly marketed and poorly messaged Wii U, which I don't think it will be.
No.
Yeah.
Or unless it has some strange hook, like a giant gamepad that's always attached with a poor battery. I think it's smart. I think waiting till March is smart because it's right at the end of the financial year. So you end your financial year with a big boon in sales. And then you begin the new one with the second month of sales. And so you've anchored it really well. And you have all that new software coming out. And then, you know, they don't need to be at E3. They really, really don't. They're barely there anyways.
Need the direct.
Yeah.
They need a direct. Zelda will make enough headlines. Pokemon will make enough headlines even if you don't do anything with it. Paper Mario will be there. it exists. You know, there's just nothing. They'll announce some stuff and it'll make some headlines, but the people who are like, oh man, I thought it would be at E3, like, they don't need to be at E3.
No.
They really don't. Wait till August and they put out a direct and they fucking change the world. Like that's all they need. I thought it would be coming any day now, but instead, I suspect it'll come later this year. So,
yeah.
And I bet in November, December, probably December, maybe even January, you get a direct, and here's the launch lineup. Here's everything, and then here's everything that happens in the quarter after that, and the month after that.
I could imagine that they announce or they show it off way earlier than that.
Sure, yeah, I think they show it off a month or so after E3.
Or hell, you know what? Maybe during the E3 Direct they show off what it looks like, and that's it. Because
maybe,
I mean, like I said, Zelda is the only game that's going to be playable. I don't think they never said that they're not going to announce anything at that Direct. Like, they could very easily just be like, "Here's what it looks like.
Sure,
we're going to announce more in the coming months," and then they'll have another Direct like closer to launch that will actually talk about what it does.
Yeah, sure. They could release like a mocked up image of like, this is what it will look like. Hopefully. Like, yeah, I could see that happening.
Especially because I feel like they want to get out in front of all these leaks. I bet they're... Like, I mean, there's already people out there talking about, oh, we know for sure that there's going to be this game on it.
Yeah.
And I think they want to get out ahead. And there were all those fake leaks. I bet Nintendo's like, oh, shit. Oh, man, we have to get out before something actually leaks out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if Nintendo reacts like that. Like, I know Sony and Microsoft do... I don't know if Nintendo really would do that. I think it really seems like they know what they think they know what they're doing. Like, this announcement thing, like this investor stuff was their announcement. Mm-hmm. Like, this was that. Like, people are complaining, like, oh, where's the real announcement? Like, that was it. Like, that was what you were waiting for. It's a PDF.
I think it's kind of neat. It's like not really a stealth announcement, but it's like them not really going through the trouble of doing an official announcement, and there's still people like us who are talking about it. Like, it's still huge news, so
yeah.
it works in their advantage.
They're playing the sort of fandom and the
Absolutely.
Thirst kind of against itself, and I think that's real smart. And that's what I hope they do. Like, I don't think they need to do anything at E3 besides show off Zelda and maybe mention some other games. Because, like, people want a new Zelda. I don't care, like, Wii U or NX, people want a new Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It made enough splashes the year before last or whatever they first showed it off. So I think it's pretty easy to just ride the coattails of that. And, like, they obviously don't invest or they don't have as much, like, internal investment into E3 as they used to. And few companies do. Like, yeah, they still have a show floor presence, but... They don't, like, it's as much about Twitch time as it is about headlines. So
sure.
I think you show off Zelda, it's on everyone's live stream, it's on everyone's video feed, it's on everyone's headlines, and because they're going to cover it, and then you worry about NX a couple months from now.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo had a lot of shit to talk about. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Old Nintendo had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O shit.
A lot of numbers.
Yep.
All right. So now on to John. We're all looking forward to Uncharted 4 over here in the video game choo-choo land, aren't we?
Meh.
No?
I've never played any of those games.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess I am. I'm the one looking forward to it the most. So, Uncharted 4 has been delayed after delayed after delay. There has been delay after delay after delay of Uncharted 4.
Like 4 delays.
Yeah. So it was originally going to come out March of last year.
Sure.
And it got delayed to March of this year. Mm-hmm. Then to April. Mm-hmm. Then to April 26th specifically. Uh-huh. And now it's going to actually come out May 10th.
So they
will
say.
It though?
Yes. Well,
no, it didn't. Turns out.
Well, okay, so we'll see. Hopefully it does. I'm excited for it. But
no, I'm saying like the story is turns out no, it won't because
let's see what let me get to it. So it was originally supposed to come out April 26th, and the reason why they said that, or the reason they claimed that it was delayed was because they wanted to print more copies, because they were expecting it to sell gangbusters, which, to be fair, that's probably going to be true. It's supposed to be the last Uncharted game.
Sure.
Copies of this have shipped to stores because, you know, it's coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks. It's not, like, it's done. It's out there.
Yeah.
But some people in the UK didn't get the memo that it was delayed a couple weeks and put them out on store shelves, and people just bought them.
On a Monday.
On a Monday, yeah. Just
on a Monday.
With little to no fanfare.
Yeah. So someone walked in and just, like, legitimately bought a copy of Uncharted 4.
Yeah, you know? I mean, if I walked into a store and saw a copy of Uncharted 4, I'm not lying. I would definitely pick that up, you know?
I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. They just didn't read the box or the side of the game that says don't sell until May 10th.
Nope.
Yeah. Amazon actually emailed a bunch of people who had pre-ordered the game that they were going to get their copy later on in the day, and then later on they were like, oh, wait, nope, sorry, never mind.
May 10th, 8 p.m. May 10th is when you get it. Yeah.
Redbox accidentally posted a tweet that said, oh, it's available now, go to your local Redbox and rent it.
Oh, boy.
So a lot of people screwed that up. But not only that, supposedly, this is strange, a shipment of copies of Uncharted 4 also got stolen.
Yep.
Where did that happen?
That was
Europe,
in
I think.
Yeah, that was somewhere in Europe. I think
Isn't that the same place?
In the UK.
Isn't that the same place where all those Splatoon amiibos got stolen?
Yep.
Does the UK have a serial game thief on the loose?
I wonder if, like, a guy knows a guy who's a trucker who often ships games and game stuff, and then just says, hey dude, leave your truck unlocked at this gas station, I will steal your truck.
I don't know.
That has to be
what
it.
if there's a conspiracy?
No,
Illuminati.
This is if we're to believe the official representative quote here.
You're going to believe the officials?
Yeah.
Well,
have you ever seen the X-Files?
Yeah, true. But according to the official representative, they said that it was a violent assault where a variety of video games and DVD titles were stolen, including a quantity of the much-anticipated Uncharted 4.
So dude just stole a truck, and then it happened to be DVDs and the Uncharted 4.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Okay. Mm-hmm. No conspiracy theories this time. No
Not
lizard men, chemtrails, metal arc weapon.
Yeah. But, you know, it seems as though that it's, especially if you live in Europe, it's kind of possible to go pick up a copy of Uncharted 4. I would not do that, because maybe you might get in some sort of trouble. Maybe you're going to get linked to this armed robbery, and you don't want to have the cops showing up at your door and being like, oh, I just bought this at my local game store. Please leave me alone, you know? Like,
whatever. If you see it, buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Don't beat someone up for it, but if you see it on a store shelf, just buy it. It's not your fault.
But
just be like, oh, I didn't know.
I
Sorry,
legally
officer.
bought this with legal tender.
Yeah,
what do you want from me?
And try not, just at the very least, try not to spoil it for people. That's you know.
Yeah, that's
spoilers are getting
worst.
posted already.
That's the worst thing about this is some idiot, some asshole, some 12-year-old is going to beat it. Oh, Nathan Drake dies in the end. How much you want to bet that's the end of that game?
I don't know.
That's the end of the game.
No clue.
There you go.
Maybe there's a bunch of Nathan Drake clones or something. Who knows? I don't know anything about those games.
He's in the Animus. He's in the Animus.
Yeah.
So actually, before we move on to questions,
sure.
We have a small update from an old news story. Y'all remember that mystery NeoGeo game?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah,
I remember because you talked about it so much.
Yeah, that D&D... well, thanks, I guess.
You were very enthusiastic. It was refreshing. It was nice.
Yeah. Well, we actually have some information from someone who worked on it.
Oh, cool.
The game's creator, Kengo Asai, came to Japanese news site IT Media and revealed a bunch of information about the game.
Gee, John, like what?
Well, for starters, it was originally called, and I swear to God, this is the original title of the game, Darkseed.
Holy fuck. like spelt the same and everything?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, yeah, during development it was called Darkseed, but they were most likely going to shift it over to Dragon's Heaven because they couldn't get the trademark to Darkseed.
Sure.
A lot of the developers came from Technos Japan, and they mostly worked on a game called Gaokaiser. They were worked on around the same time, and development started around the end of 1995. They said that the lawful, neutral, and chaotic thing, which we originally thought was just something that you might pick on the character select screen or something, that was actually going to be an alignment system that would change depending on the path the player would pick after the end of each battle.
So like D&D, kind of.
Yeah, so...
Because sometimes when you play D&D, if your DM says so, your alignment can change based on the kind of actions you take. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The game was going to change time on each round, so in the first round it would be morning, and then noon, and then night. Lawful would be stronger during the noon and be able to use additional moves, but they would be weaker during the night. Chaotic gets strong during the night and weak during the noon, but neutral is the same all the time. In-game messages and your arcade mode ending would change based on your alignment.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
The game would feature 2 characters per team as a way to expand on the game system of affecting gameplay. Asai got the idea after watching a film where a girl and a guy could never be together in human form because the girl turns into an eagle during the day and the guy turns into a wolf at night.
Yep, that's my dating life.
And here's a quote from Asai here. Darkseed went through pending for 2 times due to funding issues, and then faced official cancellation. Development PCBs aren't really supposed to leak out, so there's a part of me that's a bit distraught about that. However, it has been 20 years. As of now, I salute Nioh Turfmaster for his discovery, luck, passion, and knowledge. Personally, it wasn't all fond memories, so together with my surprise and joy, I also sort of felt the fear of something coming back and haunting me from 20 years ago. I haven't changed that much, but it sure brought back memories of how inexperienced I was in my youth. So I read all that from mmcafe.com just to source that.
Sure.
But it's really neat that we actually got closure on that, that we finally know that it's this Darkseed / Dragon
Heaven or whatever.
Dragon's Heaven, yeah.
Fucker.
Hey, watch it. I think it's interesting. I think it's always interesting to see these kinds of lost games like this sort of come into the light and get this information. I mean, not just because of like what could have been, but I mean maybe that is just what it is. What could have been, but it's just interesting. It just is. And I know that was like a circular comment I just made there, but I'm just always happy to see stuff like this come into the media because it gives people who worked on this stuff so long ago like an opportunity to talk about it, and us who like weird kind of lost games get a little satisfaction out of it too. So
Absolutely.
Especially like we always see developers, and a lot of the focus goes on developers who make like big games, or even nowadays indie games. You don't hear about. There are a ton of games that just don't get made, or half made, or just concepted. So it's nice to see even a concept of a game that made it pretty far in development get kind of some attention that it normally wouldn't. So maybe 10 years from now we'll be talking about a Phil Fish's recovered hard drive and half of Fez 2 being done.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to questions, Michael. Would you like to...
I would play half of Fez 2.
But Michael, would you like to move on to questions?
We can move on to questions, John.
All right, would you like to remind everyone where they can send those questions?
You can send questions to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com if you like to email us, or if you don't like to email us and you like to ask us something anonymously, you can go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. And your questions will sound like this. Our first question is a correction.
Ooh, we got a correction.
From Pamplemousse23. I assume that's how. I don't. Whatever.
That seems about right.
Pamplemousse says Melty Blood came out in 2002 on the PC. It was a Dojin game. Stop being wrong, God. And sends another message that says, P.S. Thanks for the podcast. I was excited to send in a correction.
Thanks.
We welcome it. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that the game started out on the PC and then left it and then came back. So that's kind of cool. The next question comes in from friend of the podcast, Andy, and
it's a doozy.
The first three words are "all right, buckle up." So hold on, I gotta stretch.
You want me to do this one, Michael?
No. I got it. Let me get a stretch. Let me get a sip of the good wad.
The wad? Excuse me?
I was supposed to be the word water, but, you know.
Sipping that nut over there? Be appropriate considering the question.
Yeah, oh God. Here we
Very
go.
appropriate. Here we go. Are you ready? I'll do one at a time.
Okay.
There's three of them. Three questions. Three statements. I don't know.
Three paragraphs.
Yeah, 3 paragraphs. First, I want to thank Andy for sending this in.
God bless.
It's fucking art. I may not delete these in my screenshots. All right, buckle up, because it's time for the real shit. Previously, when I tried to ask a question about the penis of Croc, beloved video game character and beloved video game penis, I was unjustly told, quote, "No way, pal, get out of town." Today I ask this question, hoping you will respect my thirst for knowledge, but how big is that Croc dick? Circumference and length, please. Also, how gangly are his guabos? Those are nuts. Nuts or testicles? Hugs and kisses, Andy.
Oof. Yikes.
So, let's start with John, who was the person who said, "No way, pal, get out of town." How big is Croc's dick, and how dangly are his guabos? Circumference and length, please.
You know, when you start a video game podcast...
Ryan, he's clearly not going to answer this question. I send it over to you. How big is Croc's dick?
Let me see. Well, considering
I'm thinking
Croc
pretty big.
Yeah, considering Croc is an anthropomorphic animal video game character, there's probably some furry shit going on there. So, I'd say length slightly above average, maybe like 7 inches long. Circumference.
I was thinking 7.5.
7.5. All right, fair enough. We'll agree to disagree. In terms of girth, circumference, I'd say if you just did a straight measure across, it'd be like about 1.5 inches or so. Nice girth, but not too fat. The length kind of makes up for it. And
do you think it's veiny? Do you think it's got a lot of veins?
See, Croc's a crocodile. Do crocodiles have veins on their dick? I mean, I would assume that he'd have like a little slit in front, like of his scales, and have to like poke out from there. So in that case, I feel like the flesh would be straining so much to like push its way out of the slit. There'd probably be some pretty pronounced veins on it.
Oh boy, this is bad.
In terms of nuts, this may be a controversial opinion on Croc dick purist, but I wouldn't say he'd have any nuts. I mean, he's a crocodile. He's a crocodile, so he'd have a slit, and his dick would come out of his slit. So if he did have testicles, they'd be like internal. They wouldn't just be like hanging around in the breeze, like catching some sun at the nudist beach, that kind of thing. So, and since he's a crocodile, his dick would it'd also be kind of pointy. Like lizards have like weird like pointed dicks. Not like a spear, but it's like got a taper at the end.
Is this allowed? Okay. Is this allowed?
This is. I said to make
answering
this
a question here.
Yeah, I said to mark this as an explicit podcast. It's not my fault if it's still marked clean on iTunes. Not my fault.
Yeah,
I pointed that part out. I agree. I pretty much agree with all of that. I think it's probably 7.5. It's pretty girthy. I think it's like a forearm size.
It'd be girthier at the base where it comes up, but then it'd taper to a point, and it'd be thinner at the front. It's like a tail, but it's in the front. So.
And I agree with the Wabos. I think those are internal.
This is the most upsetting thing that's ever happened.
Good.
On
I'm
this
glad.
podcast.
I'm glad we can have some nice discourse on Croc cock. But
We'll move on to the next question since John clearly refuses to answer and participate in this community moment on the podcast. The next question says, also, hey, why do you think we as a culture have an obsession with the genitalia of fictional characters? I think that's weird and maybe should stop. And I'm an enabler as well, and I honestly feel guilty. Should I talk to my therapist about this? I'm not sure. Are you guys cool with me just messaging you about my day sometimes? I'm worried about all these video game dick thoughts, and you know what? No, that crosses a boundary. Love you, XOXOXOXOXOXO, Andy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you message us. Like, our questions don't have to be video game or, dick related. They can be other things. We have opinions about things, butts.
Andy, listen to me.
Sperm.
Sure.
Guabos. Clearly guabos. We can discuss that. Body parts in general, like you just pick a body part.
Absolutely.
Well, I have opinions about the pinky toe. You should hear them.
Yeah, we can talk about our Mario kidney headcanons on this podcast.
Sure, yeah, that's pretty high up there.
I'd say Wario has a pretty withered liver. He seems like a heavy drinker. So
sure, but I bet he has a huge dick. I bet fucking
Wario's
what's
musky
Wario's brother?
cock.
What's the other guy?
Waluigi.
Yeah. Fucking tiny dick. I bet he's got like 2 inches.
See, the thing about Wario is that like he's fat, so there's some padding there, so it makes it look smaller than it is.
Yeah, but it's actually pretty big. Like it just looks tiny. You look at it like whatever, but he's like 300 pounds. So
something like that.
He's probably like only 85 pounds, but he's like 2 feet tall.
Sure.
Andy.
And finally, we have. We're not done. We're not done. We still have one more from Andy. No, we have one more from. We have one more from Andy.
Let me say something, Michael.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead.
Andy.
You're interrupting, but why? Fine.
If you send another question like this, I'm going to call the cops. You need to stop.
We have one more question from Andy. It says, hey guys, quick little update. John just threatened to call the police on me, so I'm assuming that's a cease and desist here, so I'm going to stop.
Thank God. All right. I'm going to remove my headphones right now.
Thanks.
Yeah,
take a break, take a breather.
All right.
Okay, the question continues. It actually says, John, stop reading here, so it's actually kind of convenient he just left.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm all the way over here. I'm having a great time over here. Hi.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're only an extra 3 inches away from the mic or anything. So Andy actually continues. Thanks for responding to. The illusion stands. So Andy
just read the goddamn question, you fuck.
Okay, now that he's gone, I think you guys should maybe try and get a new EIC. He seems to be very angry and against the people asking questions or just wanting to say hello. What do you think about this PS1 era game characters? Hog. Just thought you might want my input since I'm a beloved member of the Chooch family. Heart, Andy.
Hog is such
right. And since...
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you're totally right. And since John's not here and John's gone, his headphones are clearly off, he can't hear us at all.
Yeah.
I should let you know that every member of Chooch that isn't named John or Jonathan, is planning a revolt. We're going to show up at his house with sticks that are alight. And we're gonna yell, "Bring us his head" multiple times until
his head is brought
occurs. Yeah. Until he's until it's until two things happen. He either gives up his post, that will happen peacefully and violently. It's his choice, or he tells us how big Croc's dick is. So it's up to him.
He's just gonna admit that we're right about Croc's massive lizard cartoon cock,
throbbing penis coming out of his slit.
Yep,
Wabos. PS1 era video games hogs.
I was just going to say, hog is such an underrated euphemism for dick. Like, I never hear it used.
It's capitalized.
It's so
what fucking makes me really happy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can't read the next question until John comes back because this is it's 4 people. I wonder if he'll come back soon.
I just returned from all the way over there.
That's really good timing because we're on to the next. We sat in silence waiting on you.
Yeah.
It was
meditative.
Gonna have to edit that out, I guess, huh?
Yeah. No. I mean, 2 minutes of silence is better than anything else we're going to do.
That's not wrong.
Neopets.org continues the question asking to get back in the swing of things. We totally haven't stopped or anything. Hey, everybody. Spelled Buddy.
Nice.
Is there a rare video game or video game merch that you would want to own? How rare is it, and why do you want it? Let's start with the Rye guy, Ryan.
Don't call me that.
All right, Ryback. What rare video game or video game merch or video game related item that isn't Croc's dick would you like to own, and why?
Well, if we're knocking Croc's dick off the list, there's a couple things. None of them are particularly rare. There's not any particular video game that I'd like to own. I don't think like I kind of tend more towards the merch, and there's a few things that I'd really like to own. One of those is when they released those NECA figures for the first BioShock game. I've always really wanted the Big Daddy figure from that, but they're really hard to find. They sell for like in the hundreds on the secondhand market at this point. Another one, they may still be doing this, but I'm not sure. For a while, they were selling signed posters for Psychonauts that were autographed by Tim Schafer, and I really wanted one of those. And they weren't that expensive either, but I just missed out on it. And the third thing is they have the Dark Souls design workbook, and for a while it was pretty easy to find. It was like $40 for like the English version, but then it went out of print, and it got really expensive on the secondhand market. But I think they're doing another run because it's been back on Amazon recently, so I kind of want to snatch that up before it goes out of print a second time.
I would kind of want that in Japanese because I feel like it would make it seem like this weird Eastern tome of fucked up looking monsters.
Sure, but it's got like interviews and stuff with Miyazaki, so that's kind of stuff I want to read. But
sure.
But yeah, that's all that immediately really comes to mind for me. I remember a while ago, Fangamer was selling a beanie that had the Shark Punks from Earthbound on it that I kind of wanted, but that sold out, and I don't think they ever put that kind of stuff back into stock. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
They do eventually. They will.
Yeah, nothing too exciting. I'm not big into like amiibos or anything. So,
who is, right, John? Anything you want?
Oh, this is such a bad question for me because
it's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just pretty much everything. Like I don't know. Like
call it down to like one or two items, please.
Okay. Well, now
just a handful.
Right now, the weird thing that I want to pick up right now is I really want a NeoGeo Pocket.
I still don't know why you want that, and not like
I don't know.
a NeoGeo or
because a NeoGeo Pocket is like almost attainable. Like you can get a NeoGeo Pocket for like $100-something bucks.
You could probably get a stand-up NeoGeo arcade machine for a little bit more than that.
I don't know. I mean,
yes.
Speaking of arcade machines, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but I was walking around Austin as I am wont to do, and I saw somebody in their car. I was like, this. Okay, let me start over. So I was walking around Austin, and there's a guy
as you're wont to do,
as I am wont to do. Yes, and there's a truck coming by, and I saw that they had an arcade cabinet in the back, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I wonder if it's like a game that's any good. And I looked, and lo and fucking behold, this car was carrying around a Metal Slug arcade cabinet.
Nice.
I forget
with
which
like the side art and everything.
Yeah. I think it was.
That's pretty dope.
I think it was for the third game, or maybe it was like it may have been the one that's like the compilation of all the games. But I saw it and it had like the side art and like the Metal Slug logo on it. I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Usually, what you can find are multi-slots. Those you can find those. There's like 250. Yeah. At least in my area.
It may have been Metal Slug 5, but John was talking about NeoGeo arcade cabinets, and that just reminded me of that.
I'm looking on eBay right now, and like a 2-slot NeoGeo arcade cabinet is about $250, $270. So
yeah, that's
you
not
would
too
be
bad.
surprised what you can find on. So one time, let me tell the story, and then we'll go back to the question.
That's fine.
Sure.
One time, I lived in a house, and that house had, at the very least, 4 people living in it. And over the course of the few years I lived there, roommates would go, and new roommates would move in.
Yeah.
And that kept the rent cheap. It kept everything kind of cheap. And one of my new roommates had moved in, a guy named David. And David and I were sitting in the living room, and I hadn't known him very long. I don't even know if he must have been there just over a month or two.
Sure.
And we were sitting there, and he likes video games, and I like the Vigi games. And we thought and sat there and thought and said to ourselves, like, man, I've always wanted to own an arcade machine. Mm-hmm. And David was one of those people that if you and him both wanted to do something badly enough, it would happen.
Yeah.
So within like 2 to 3 days after looking like on Craigslist and eBay and stuff, we found a dude like 20 minutes north who just had like near his property like a storefront, and in that storefront he sold arcade machines and other appliances and repaired them.
Nice.
And in one of those rooms, he just had a room of arcade machines, and we bought an old Virtua Fighter machine off of him.
Nice.
So
wow.
we lived in Tampa, so we drove out of the city to go find this dude who had like NeoGeo multi-slots and like X-Men and like Simpsons and like pinball machines. So
That's fucking tight.
Yeah, and we didn't pay a lot either for it, so we wanted to make it in the main cabinet. It never became that because we needed certain parts, and we had no PC. It's a long story. That's even an even longer story, but you would be surprised what you can find locally, not through eBay and stuff.
Sure.
And the dude for like an extra like 40-something bucks just followed us back to our house and helped us unload it in his truck because we had no way to move it. So it's not that difficult.
No.
Well, so to explain it a little bit more, there are some specific games that I want to play on the NeoGeo Pocket Color. Mm-hmm. Like there's that card battling game I'm forgetting the name of. There's a SNK Gals Fighter. Mm-hmm. I want to try. There's that Sonic game that came out only on the Pocket. There's a bunch of like rarer games that I've always wanted to try out. I mean, there are also like, I mean, if we're just talking about like super expensive shit, there's like that Mega Man fighting game that came out only on the NeoGeo Pocket Color, and that's super expensive. But yeah, no, like stuff like that, I would definitely love to pick something up like that. But I mean, like if I'm just, if I could go crazy, I would just get a NeoGeo, get like Mark of the Wolves and all that crazy shit. But
spend $2,000 on a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
I like I don't know. I like things that are failures. So like, I would love to own a Virtual Boy. I would love to own like a Gizmondo. Like I would love to own. I was trying to think of other stuff like older game systems like
3DO.
The Odyssey. Yeah, the 3DO would be fucking terrific. Like that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Halcyon. If I owned a Halcyon, I would fucking lose my mind. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the game. That's the only thing I know a Halcyon did.
Pick up a CDI.
Yeah, it might have.
I'd want a CDI.
I think the Halcyon used like laser discs or some shit. Anyways, always wanted those jean jackets, those PlayStation jean jackets.
Oh god.
I would never wear it. I just want to own it.
Yeah.
But probably the most attainable thing that I intend to buy one day is a copy of Tetris Battle Gaiden. Because I love that game. I've played hours of it. I've watched people play hours of it. I think Tetris is already a perfect game, but that one, like, other than some of the characters being incredibly overpowered, that game is pretty terrific.
Sure.
But yeah, I've always kind of considered, man, if I had enough money, I would try to buy every Super Nintendo game ever made. So I am not like, man, I want this one item. I am more of I want to see if I get every Xbox 360 game. I'm a crazy person.
You're a collector. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I own Two Human, but I own like one of those shitty used case. Oh no, I own Wolfenstein 2008, but it's in one of those shitty replacement cases from GameStop. So I need to buy it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need that X-Men game that the Two Human guys made that they had to pull off the shelves. It's that stuff that I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how rare any of that is.
No.
Yeah.
I want more copies of Brink so I can hand it to my friends. 2 more questions and we can end this thing.
All right.
Anonymous asks, what about that virtual reality? You guys don't discuss it much. Any of you planning to get in on VR? I don't think any of us have discussed it much because really it's only been out there for about a month now.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of us can afford it or run it.
I can't afford it, but my roommate will be getting it. I think he has a Vive pre-ordered. Maybe he's got one of them pre-ordered, so maybe I'll mooch off.
That's the real expensive one.
Maybe I'll mooch off him and play it a little bit. But I don't have, like Michael said, I don't have the money or the hardware to run it personally myself.
Yeah,
so,
for me, that's like I hope to one day get a gaming PC soonish. Which means like maybe in a year.
Yeah.
And then like the idea of spending $1,000 and then turning around and spending $800. Because if I would love to get the Vive. I think that's the more impressive of the two.
Sure.
But I guess maybe we might be seeing what PSVR is and whatever the Nioh is this E3. So hopefully they announce some details and some pricing details because I know they have a time frame but not a price. But it's hard to kind of talk about unless you've seen it and done it. John, did you dabble in that VR when you were at E3?
I played like one VR game, and it was like an indie game that was just like, oh, you put the Oculus on, and it's a different vision type than when you have it off. So it wasn't like something that I was just like strapped in and played a bunch.
Sure. Was it the Oculus?
It was the Oculus, yes.
How comfortable was it?
I remember it being just fine. I mean, frankly, it was a dev kit, so that was a while ago. But, it was fine. I didn't have any trouble with it or anything. I wore my glasses while I was playing it, and that was perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's like the worry for me is being able to wear my glasses. Like, spend $800. Like, this thing's uncomfortable. Great.
Yeah. No,
this thing's jabs glass into my eyes. Wonderful.
I mean, yeah, I would love to try some more stuff, I would definitely, but like when I was at E3, I think I played that in like 2014 even, like that might have been a Dev Kit 1 game, but I just remember trying to play some VR stuff last year and everything was so packed I couldn't, I was just like, I don't want to wait in line to play this game for 5 minutes when it's just going to be like a demo, I wanted to get something a little bit more substantial.
I'm hoping if we make it out there this year, then I'm hoping that Oculus out and Vive out and whatever Sony's showing that it'll be more units and more attention on it, but probably hopefully more chances to play it and maybe less lines. Maybe more people played it by then.
I'm sure VR is going to be a huge thing at E3 this year, at least on the maybe not in the conferences, but on the show floor. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm interested in VR, but it's still so early. Like, after I watched both those Giant Bomb streams, and the games just aren't there yet, and that's a shame because it seems like the technology is mostly there. There's some improvements that are very clear, but it's first generation hardware, and you always look at first generation hardware, and you go, okay, I can think of 10 things that they could change that would make it better, but it's impossible to do right now. So, I'm looking forward to one day owning it. So we'll see.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. And the last question coming in from Anonymous asks, every Choocher is dropped onto an island battle royale style. Who survives? Ooh. I want to say we've had this question before.
We've probably had a question like it, but I don't really remember.
Yeah. I think we can all agree only one person survives, and that's Nioh.
Yeah. I feel
like Nioh has a shorter distance between like being comfortable and I'm going to slit all your fucking throats, no, for real, in that kind of situation than any of us. I think John dies either within 30 seconds or doesn't die at all. I think it's one or the other.
Yeah, I'm either going to drop immediately dead or I'm going to just do something really dumb and, like, be okay.
Yeah, like someone, whoever the second to last person is like drenched in blood and like horrified and like, I gotta kill all my friends, and you just like walk out of a cave like eating like meat on a stick and like you've got like a Game Boy, you got a NeoGeo Pocket and you're like, hello.
Yeah, someone just sent this to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I built my own house. I have electricity.
Do you just want to hang out? We don't have to kill anybody. It's fine.
They run at you and you just pull a gun. You're like, I also found like a box of guns.
I gotta protect myself.
Yep.
Second Amendment and all that.
Look into the camera, shrug, walk back into the game.
Yeah.
That's it for questions. If you want a question like yours, that's about, I don't know, PS1 era dicks or virtual reality or Melty Blood or dicks, you can send questions at podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, or if you like the anonymous style, you can go to videogamechoochoo.com, or excuse me, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask and send us those hot questions.
Hell yes.
Let me just get out in front and say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the dicks to be a running theme. Please.
Yeah.
Please, I beg you.
That's not up to me. I only read the questions.
No, we know it's not up to you, but...
I know, but...
Nope. I mean, maybe I did reply to Andy and say, hey, ask your dick question. Maybe that happened, but it's not up to me. Whatever. Maybe I thanked Andy afterwards and, said I love you. Like, whatever. Like, it's not up to me. These things just happen naturally. I am merely the reader, the instigator, and I take the opportunities that are set before me. That's all.
Sure.
Great.
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks a bunch for asking those questions, and thank you, dear listener, for downloading this episode of the podcast. If you could, check out the site, check out our YouTube, and check out our iTunes, and drop us a review or a rating. We're
also on Twitter and the Tumblr.
Yeah, we have a Twitter at VGCC. We have a Tumblr, Video Game Choochoo. We have a Facebook page, Video Game Choochoo. I'm trying to use that here and there sometimes. I don't know. It's just links. Just use the Twitter or Tumblr. I don't know.
There are ways to
site.
Whatever you like to use. If you like any of those things, you can follow us there, and you will get all the updates. Yeah. Everything that gets posted gets posted there.
Yeah, we have some reviews. Austin wrote a review of Bravely Second. Nioh wrote that Mirror's Edge Impressions piece. We have all kinds of stuff up there for you to read or watch.
Mirror's Edge video went up. Lots of news.
Definitely. Yeah, we've been keeping up.
There's more coming. More coming.
Yep. And we've got some good stuff coming up in the next week or so, too.
Absolutely. All right, but thanks a bunch for listening, and thanks for continuing to support us. Tell your friends. We want to keep being more successful, and the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we get the word out. So
tell your friends. Tell your family. Alienate your loved ones by forcing Video Game Choochoo on them.
Tell your enemies.
Yeah.
Maybe don't show them this episode, or at the very least, get an edited version without the Croc dick. But
just skip to the Croc dick part. All Croc dick all the time. That's our new.
Baby.
We're no longer called Video Game Choochoo. We're going to go to E3 like, hi, I'm Michael. I'm with crocdickallthetime.com.
Yep, and get some attention.
Sony will love us.
Yeah, they sure will. They'll be like, oh, what a coincidence. We're coming out with a new Croc this year. Oh,
finally.
It's Croc as shit.
Damn it, Michael, I was about to say that.
Thanks. End this thing.
Off.
All right, thanks a bunch for listening, and I apologize. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
You're welcome.